Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today, because we need to sleep! We need to sleep! I've been delaying that. I'm so sorry. 3 injuries? No, not 3 injuries. He's got a thing. He's got a... Let me guess, he got injured before as well. Of course he did. Of course he did. I'll give you an egg. That will fix all of your deep gouges and keep other things. Much better now. Takeo consumes egg. Well, that's that, isn't it? So we are trying to figure out what is going on with that soul over there. And in the meantime, there are enemies in here. There are really, really tough enemies that I might not be ready, or rather, I might not have the team to fight. I think I'm ready. Like, I think we're at that level. We're at the level where we could do things against these guys. But, ooh, can I go there? No? Oh, you're gonna go all the way around. Okay, let's not do that right now then. Let's see what this does. Summon a bunch of enemies. No. Open a bridge. Activate a pillar. Things are happening. Loading screens, at least. Why?
We gather in the sight of Wotica and Wal to thresh truth from falsehood and see justice upheld.
The voice seems to echo from nowhere in particular, though the figures before you present the tableau of a trial in progress.
The matter before this tribunal tonight. Heresy.
The dagger you took from the shackled spirit warms to the touch, oozing oily black ichor. Heresy here, so that would be most likely the same kind of heresy. Well, it's kind of heresy. That's only one real kind of heresy. It's heresy. But the same reason, I should say, more than anything, that Iovara was tried for. So basically, I'm still very hazy, super hazy, on the details, but as far as I can tell, as the current canonical situation of Pillars of Eternity 2 goes, the adherents created the gods so that they could better rule people. And Iovara spotted that and said, no, people, these gods over here, they are not the gods that they say they are, because apparently the Adirian people who praised, or worshipped the gods, were told specifically that the gods were not created by the Ingwithans, and apparently that was a fundamental aspect of their religion. They were like, oh, praise be Wotica, who was not created by the Ingwithans, such holiness to not be created by the Ingwithans. And yeah, so that was fundamental, and that's why it's heresy, and that's why they were prosecuted. A lot of people were prosecuted, in fact. Ensos, I think, was like completely destroyed because they were very sympathizers with the I don't know if he was specifically with Iovara or was just a faction or something, but there was great turmoil and war. So I'm gonna say that she's probably being tried for the same thing. So I can use I don't know if that matters though. I can use the Broken Dagger relic to take on the role of a witnessed, or to take on the role of the accused. Let's go with the witnessed. Witnessed? Sure. That would be the accused. I'm going with the witness. Your vantage among the hooded witnesses affords you a view of both the inquisitors and the accused. You recognize the latter as the spirit shackled near the portal above.
You hereby stand accused of rejecting the orthodoxy delivered unto us by the universal divinities. In your malice, ignorance, and hubris, you would assault the very foundations of civilization. How do you answer these charges? I bear guilt for many things, but in my service to the divine, I have never wavered. Never once.
Interesting. I can say she's lying, or I can say nothing. I believe Actually, I can't tell. If it were Iovara, then she would be obviously lying, but Iovara never faltered from her convictions. She endured the torture, always steadfast in that. But it was kind of interesting that because they were trying to make her say that the gods were not created by the Ingwithans, or in their words, the gods were, quote, real, unquote. But which sends me into wild rants, as I have gone in many times. But she's in the opposite situation here, very much from their perspective as well, because they're trying to get her to say that she hasn't been faithful, or that she doesn't believe the gods were created by the Ingwithans. Or rather, that she believes the gods were created by the Ingwithans, and where she says the opposite. That's what she's saying over here. So I'm going to say nothing. I don't know if she's lying or not. I'm just going to say nothing.
No person present disputes the facts. Your words and actions are a matter of record, confessed by your allies and confirmed by innumerable eyes. It seems my guilt a foregone conclusion. Why then bother with this farce?
That's a fair question. And I would like that to be answered as well. The Inquisitor turns her masked visage on you.
We would thank you to keep your tongue civil or stilled, lest it be removed.
Civil, huh? That's a good word. A very appropriate word, at least historically speaking, used. You'll notice that I wasn't uncivil. I didn't say, oh, that shit, you fuck, and whatever. No, I just... yeah. I'm gonna say nothing. She again addresses the accused.
This body provides you with a final chance to ameliorate the sins you have heaped upon yourself. If you choose not to admit fault, not to display contrition, then you shall bear the full burden of your transgressions with you to the wheel.
And here the wheel isn't... she's not going to be broken on the wheel. She probably was already broken on the wheel, although she looks standing up. That's the wheel of souls.
Then declare your sentence. What example will be made of me? Your eyes shall be plucked from their sockets and turned upon you that you may fully examine your deficiencies.
That's not how it works.
Then you shall be chained within a copper tub and your skin opened at 27 points, that your spirit might better fly your corrupt flesh. Once purified, your soul shall be bound within an animate, that it may serve the gods forevermore.
Oh, this has a name. I keep forgetting the name. It's the same thing that happened to a few characters in the first game, and only one so far in this game. Well, every animat has this, and there's a lot of other things. Soulbound weapons, I believe. No, I don't think they are. They don't have souls in them. But the warden specifically is I think it's like transposition or transliteration or something like that. The spirit's head falls, her hair draping her face. I don't suppose I could get that animat after.
Silence! The sentence has been pronounced, and so shall it be carried out. All praise be to the gods.
And I got a mote of conviction. It's a quest item. So basically it's her conviction that she didn't do anything wrong. I'm not in the same place, and that upsets me greatly. Because that means I may have wanted... oh, then again... No, it upsets me greatly. Because it means I may have wanted to go to the other place. Or not, but anyway, we are down here, and I'm pretty sure that's going to connect through there anyway, so we're going to make do. A soul collector over there. No, I don't want that. They hurt so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, at least they don't see me from up there.
Could be trouble.
No, it's not trouble. It's all good. It's fine. It's the good. That is a wandering soul just going around. Can't talk to them. They are throwing themselves onto the clouds. I imagine not killing themselves necessarily, considering that the killing is not the falling that does the killing, or rather the hitting something. Are they actually hitting something down there? Is there a floor to this? I wouldn't know. Maybe they just want to fly. They're just going to be like, you know what? I'm tired of this gravity nonsense. I want 0G. And in fact, throwing yourself off anything really. The incurs on 0G. You are then subjected to 0G. Except for wind gust. That's not G, but still, wind gust is going to be a bit of a hindrance in regards to feeling weightless, because you're still going to get the buffeting in your face. Can you please stop with the traps? I would very much appreciate not having that. We're getting all of them. At least they don't go into our inventory like they used to in the first game, so that's good. Inventory still being mostly... Oh, in this game it's actually... I don't know. Yeah, they definitely came to the conclusion that I came to as well, that the inventory is useless. The character inventory, not completely useless. I mean, it's always nice to have, but since you have the stash, it's just, yeah. I think in the first game it's possible to not have the stash, or there's some rule. There's some rule that you can go into the options menu, difficulty, I think, and there's something in the first game that allows you to disable. I think it's disable stash access from dungeons or something like that. I'm not actually sure. I don't remember. But there's something for that, and that might be the reason why it's not possible anymore in this game. What is that? The way to the answers you seek remains closed to you. This, as I said, is upsetting, because I'm pretty sure I should have gone into the other one. Let's kill this soul collector. If he's alone, we're gonna be fine. Murder. Murder, 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 murder. Right there. You can do that.
What can I do you?
Oh, there's things! Oh, damn. Okay, well, let me pull back. No, that's... Oh, it's silenced. Okay, for a little while. Can you please not... Can you just let me? It's the stratagem is good. Okay, that's good. Okay, now you need this. Please. Didn't quite work. Try it again. Super didn't work, in fact. That's upsetting. Many beds. Many beds right now. Sure.
Happy to oblige.
Okay, let's bring you over here to get this in there. And it is not right, but then again, you're mostly not doing your job properly. That should help a little bit. Let's do another one. Right there. And let's do this over here. Try to help her ever so slightly. I can try that again. You are indeed there, but you're not. It's not that great. Just keep burning them. That is a lot of damage right there. Let's do some protection. Keep at it. We might be able to kill them by ourselves. This game is soloable. Well, I hear anyway. I'm not actually sure what that achievement... There's an achievement that's like it's not Path of the Damned. It's like a super difficult achievement that Obsidian sends a patch, sends a brooch by email to you if you achieve it. There's only like been a few people that have done it, and I don't know what it is. I wonder if it's soloing the game on maximum difficulty on hardcore mode, because you'd think that's the case.
Lost the spot.
Are we good here? Because this is not going well. Those guys are way too tough. Those guys are way too tough. Oh, they're okay. They're wisening up. That is good news, however. So I can do this.
I'm here.
And you can do that. Thank you. That's a charm over there. So that worked out quite all right. And I think the big guy has died already. That's not my fire.
I'm here.
I don't like this. Also, you not having healing items is hilarious. Or not items, but skills. Okay. So the Soul Reaper or Reaver, Soul Reaver, I think.
Time to rethink this stratagem.
There we go. Was by far the biggest danger.
I'm here.
But I think we're good. Get some of this in here. Did I get paralyzed? Nope. Vatnir got paralyzed.
As you wish.
It's fine. Don't you worry. I got Moonwell in here somewhere. Oh, we don't need it. No, we do. There's still somebody over here. No, it's Shodi. Shodi, don't shoot. Shodi. No, 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 no.
This must come to an end.
That's bad news. Super bad news. Oh, dang it. Shodi, you must stop being an idiot. You're gonna die. Oh, that's... She actually did die. I attacked her with a really devastating attack, which is the that thing of bees. That is really difficult to deal with in the first game. This game not less so, but it's still a very devastating attack. It does a lot of damage. Okay, and we got ourselves the Oathbreaker's End, which is a... What? Oh, it's a superb... Why is it so cheap? Is it like a unique weapon? What the heck? It's a good stuff. It's a battle axe. Do you like? It's not ranged though. Yeah. We don't use it, but good things though. So what exactly did she get? Minus healing received and minus maximum health. Lucky me. Yay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the forced teleportations in general, but we have things to visit, so let's see what this vision is all about. Hopefully not another trial, because that would be confusing. Probably another instance of her life. Wait. Oh, yeah, we haven't been down here. I say that, but it might just be a teleport, for all I know. It is not. Oh, it's another trial, dang it. Or maybe another stage of the trial.
We gather in the sight of Wotica and Wal to thresh truth from falsehood and see justice upheld. The matter before this tribunal tonight, apostasy.
This certainly feels familiar. Yeah, but I think I know what this is. The different relics that we have allow us to see different perspectives. I'm gonna use the relic to take on the role of the Inquisitor. And I could use the Broken Dagger relic to take on the role of the Accused. So let's go with the Inquisitor here with the relic, which I believe is the axe that we got, maybe? Maybe. I wouldn't think the dagger is the relic. Before you, the elf you saw chained, and here comes Kitty. Before you, the elf you saw chained above stands bloodied and shackled, her gaze lowered to the stones. And we are very smart. Not really, 9 intellect is pretty low. You are accused of abandoning the faith. Free the prisoner. She has committed no crime. That's kind of futile because this is just memories. I don't know what to say. I didn't actually think that would work. I love it. Yeah, let's just. It's smart because it shouldn't be smart. Well, maybe it is a lower check because we have seen this already. And that's quite a nose right there in that icon. Good nose. You are accused of abandoning the faith. How do you answer these charges?
I bear guilt for many things, but in my service to the divine, I have never wavered.
Free the prisoner.
Once.
Well, that's that then. I'm open to suggestions, I'm gonna say.
You've got their attention. People tend to trust the person in the middle. Use that.
Ask her how she answers her crime!
I asked that already.
I bear guilt for many things, but in my service to the divine, I have never wavered.
Okay, what's it?
Never
Thank you.
once.
That's good. What say the witnesses?
Her many sins are a matter of record. That she denies them compounds her guilt.
I've only ever served the gods. What I've done for them, the sacrifices I've made.
Liar!
Monster!
What sacrifices, can I ask? The witnesses provide no evidence of consequence? Not evidence of consequence, rather consequential evidence. That doesn't mean what I think it does. Basically, they provide no evidence of relevance, or like, it doesn't matter what you're saying. Well, they're not actually providing evidence at all. I'm unconvinced she's to be released. I'm convinced, let's punish her. Listen, all of you! Your faith is false! Your gods were created by something else than you think they were created. All of your world will be brought down for this tiny detail that is apparently the crux of your faith. The court's many fingers erupt in hissing whispers.
What are you saying?
The chained elf blinks up at you in confusion. Yeah, this is a good way to make her talk differently. The gods were forged by Engwith of its own people's souls in order to control you. Actually, I'm being facetious and mocking when I say the thing about, oh, it's the crux to your religion and whatnot. Yeah, this is evidently there's consequences to them knowing this. This is mostly on the fallout of the whole the gods are not real being synonym to this, which is not. The gods are definitely real. They're definitely there. I don't know where they are, but they control you. That definitely works. The gods want to lead us by example, not force conversion at the point of a blade. No, that's a falsehood. That would be exactly what the Inquisitor would say. But then again, that would imply that faith is false, because these guys are brutes. Let's see. Free the prisoner. Yeah, let's go with the one. The gods were created by the Engwith. It's by Engwith, rather. That's the name of the civilization. Of course, it's the Engwithans. The name of the extinct civilization that dates back more than 2 millennia. Their population center is believed to have been where present-day Air Glanfath and Deerford lies today. Did I say today twice? I think I did. Yeah, there's no explanation to why they died. I really thought at one point that they had all died because they had made the gods and just, well, let's all become gods and lead other civilizations. That seems a little bit this partially selfless of them, but of course they would still be in extreme. Well, all the people would die, but 8 or 9 of them, however many gods there are, would be in control. That's not how the gods work, though. There were no one within that became a god. It's just like it's complicated, but still, I'll say that.
Heresy!
Your face.
The Inquisitor has been turned!
Oh yeah.
Capture her! She shall pay for her sins!
The scene shimmers and breaks apart around you, leaving behind a pulsing fragment of essence and another mote of conviction. Okay. Interesting. I thought it was going to be a mote of a different thing, like mote of doubt or something. Also, I'm not really sure what mote means. That's not the same as M-O-A-T. I think it means note, sort of. Not note, but like a essence or glimpse. Still, a beam of light shines down from the sky above, or rather from the vague emptiness that passes for a sky in the beyond. That's what I was saying, that soul didn't die. Pieces of a broken bridge, hover, suspended in an instant before collapse. You look into the light, the source of the illumination is too distant, and the effort of looking hurts your eyes. It's not actually distant. You can see the angle here. I would say, judging by, you can measure that by the width of the cone. Like, for example, this is a measure, and if this is twice as much, then the distance between here to the source of the light is the same as the distance between here and here. That's a simple way of measuring it. Very Euclidean, but that's not the correct mathematical... that's not the correct mathematical formula. The correct mathematical formula would have been Pythagorean rather than Euclid's. Yeah, it would be, you need to make the angles here. Or judge the angles, because it's a triangle, so you can judge all the things. But I don't know those maths, because that's too difficult for me. Geometry is a lot easier. You suspect the light is something more than it seems, but that could be true to many things in this realm. Oh. I said that. I saw that before. I suspect many things, in fact, as is true to many things in this realm. Haha, I got you. Got you back game. Although my throat just got me for that because it wanted to die? I don't know what happened to my throat just then. I apologize. Anyway, let's go into this one and have more fun with another trial. Let's see what was going... Oh, yeah, Shodi is healing over time. I was like, troll hide belt? What the heck? I didn't get any trolls in here. No, that's not what it is. I just looked at the text down here. That's why the confusion was born.
We gather in the matter before this tribunal tonight. Identity.
Wait, what? That's a different thing. The dagger, again, warms, oozing its thick ichor.
I've got one of those. Am I in trouble too?
Do you have an identity, Adair? Because I think you are the least identical... That would be the word. Although, actually, that would be the opposite of... It's interesting how identical means the opposite of having an identity. Although, not quite, but sort of hints at that. Yeah, he's bland. And interesting because of that. It's as bland characters go, there is the most interesting. He's like, that's interesting. That would... What are you talking about? You have one. No, you don't. Who wrote this? He's the least character with identity. Identifiable, probably. Anyway, we know who there is. Of course we can identify him. So here we go again. We can use the broken dagger to take on the role of the witness. Ooh, that'd be an interesting thing. Now that I know what this is all about, I can just say stupid things. Your vantage among the hooded... No, dang it! I wanted...
The gods craft each soul to a purpose. They grant it flesh and bone and set it to its task.
I wanted to take on the role of the accused. Why did I think it was going to be that? Either way, I think we're going to be good because this is new.
The self is the lie. A lie you whisper to yourself. A lie shouted at you by others. A lie you perform like a role upon a stage with your every action.
Well, it's only a lie if you don't understand the concept of a social entity. And not... You'll notice that I didn't say social identity, because it's different. Social entity. Our social entity. That's what she's referring to. Although, if you're so immersed in it, and unaware of, you know, the dynamics of identity, in fact, still, it could be a lie.
You bear guilt of the gravest heterodoxy. Your self stands at cross purposes to your soul.
That's the non sequitur of the century, of the millennias. That's not... What?
How do you answer these charges?
The mind bend.
I bear guilt for many things, but in my service to the divine, I have never wavered.
How can you
Once.
How can you possibly know the purpose of her soul?
In accepting the lie of the self, she abandoned that purpose. She elevated the role above the player.
Okay, that last line is very important, I think, but that is interesting here. The lie of the self. So basically, here, the self is a lie. So basically, the self is the current... Yeah, okay, so it's less... This is less applicable to our world than it might seem at first. Although it is still based on some of the notions that we have of our social identities and entities and whatnot. So basically what she's saying here is that, of course, because souls get reincarnated and reincarnated, she's saying that she accepted herself as the person that she is rather than the soul that inhabits her body. And of course, she doesn't answer how she knows the purpose of her soul, which is the point. And, in fact, something that she said already. She elevated the role above the player is the interesting bit, though. Because the player would be the soul, whereas the role is the self. And that's pretty interesting, although I can't really draw too many conclusions from that. I'm gonna say you are mistaken. Also, she's not mistaken. She's full of crap. That's a different thing. The court's many figures erupt in hissing whispers.
Does the witness have testimony to present?
She's a lot more amiable than she was before. Yes, the self and the soul may not be the same, but they can never be at odds. That's an interesting thing. How can they never be at odds? If they're intrinsically part of each other, then they wouldn't never be at odds. A line can't be drawn between the soul and the self. It super can in this world, but I do fear that the game might be ignoring its own lore. It can, absolutely. That's the reason why Aloth is so different from I don't remember her name, but the other his previous self, basically. That's literally how it is. His previous self, his soul's previous self, is very different from Aloth. So there's definitely a line there of where the self distinguishes itself from the rest of the soul. Specifically because we're not all awoken. This woman's soul, not her mind, is divided against itself. Wow, that's an interesting take. Let's go with that.
On what do you base this claim?
on my perception. You don't find it curious that the only accuser and the accused have form here?
If you continue to spout such ridiculous madness, you shall be escorted from these halls.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. Her voice quivers. You're seeking the truth, aren't you? Then don't blind yourself to it with my diplomacy. The Inquisitor takes a step from you, and beyond her, the accused looks up. Their mouths open in unison, and then close again. Unison means one sound, so you can only hear the of mouths opening and closing. Naxiva, who is the Inquisitor, as it turns out. No, is it? Do we know who that is? Anyway, Mode of Regret, though. Raises a hand to her mask and rests her fingers where briefly before the scene shimmers and dissolves into a pulsing mote of spirit energy. Wait. That's my perception right there. That's why I didn't get it. I didn't perceive this. Me, Colonel RPG. But my character did. She's a soul in here. This is not a memory. I think there's more to this. There's definitely more to this than what I was able to tell immediately. Wow, that's interesting. And now we have access to that. I would imagine we have access to that. No, we don't have access to that. That's weird. Let's find out why it is weird in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.